Hi, I'm Megan Twisting with the Real Women of Philadelphia, cream cheese that is, and I'm going to celebrate today with my orange chocolate pie. Yes, you've probably heard of it as orange chocolate pie or chocolate orange pie. That's because I was like, well, on the crayons, yellowish red is more red than yellow, so they say yellow red. And then if it's green blue, it's more blue than green. So the first word described the second word. So it was very confusing on, should I do the orange chocolate pie or chocolate orange pie? And so I renamed it to the orange chocolate, or the, anyway, whatever. Last time I missed a step and it wasn't working. And I tried to figure out what it was, and kind of lucky me, by the 9th pie, and that's a long story too, by the 9th pie I figured out what it was. A few weeks ago, a couple of the ladies from my Bible study came back from a missions trip to Kenya, and they brought back all these profiles of these children that had special needs. I picked one up, I came home and was like, I'm going to help this little fella, whether Mike likes it or not. And so after a month of Mike being a little skeptical and doing a lot of research, he approved and said that I could go ahead and help this little boy. I was very, very excited, and he said that I would have to exchange the expense for something else. I thought, you know, cutting out sushi night would probably not, that would be a little over the expense that I was going to be helping with him. So I had to find something else, and that was my flowers. And so instead of where I usually have fresh flowers, I'm going to have Boniface sit here with me. And I think that can cheer me up way much more than just some flowers. And that's not to guilt anyone into supporting causes like that, because we have enough stress already. We don't have to guilt about every single little thing, every little problem that comes up. But if you have a pull on your heart for something like this, and you have the sources to do it, then I suggest you try it. Back to the pie. One new thing about this recipe is my mixer. I have a new mixer because I tried to make divinity, and I don't know if you've ever made divinity before, but it's basically pouring molten sugar into stiff peak egg whites. If you've never done it before, and you have a hand mixer and nobody to hold the bowl, you could easily do something that's sort of the situation that I ended up with. If you didn't catch what happened, basically poured lava-like sugar all over my mixer. So let's get down to it, shall we? I put 8 ounces of cream cheese in a bowl, and I will be slowly mixing the orange jello into the cream cheese. Now for the Cool Whip. Whole container. Some good stuff. Don't forget to keep your free container. It's excellent for bringing foods to neighbors and just not worrying about whether or not they keep your containers. Now, I think I'll fold this first just to make sure, but we're going to whip it too. And this is what I had a lot of trouble with. I just thought that it was folded and folded and folded, and I just kept folding and folding and folding 9 pies until the last one. And then I thought, wait a minute, maybe I do beat it. Not only is it light and fluffy, it's also creamy. So while I'm mixing this, I'm going to melt the chocolate. That's 2 bars, 2 ounces of chocolate. I prefer the semi-sweet baking chocolate, but you could go with chocolate chips or your favorite chocolate. While I'm still waiting for the chocolate to melt, which should be another 30 seconds, I'll put this filling into the pie. I'll probably be the only one that gets to eat this pie because I usually eat way too much of it, which is why I'll use the third less fat sometimes. I think they do that so that, it doesn't really cut it down on the fat, you just eat more to make up for it anyway. So thank you for making it a third less fat so that I can eat more of it. I'm going to drizzle the chocolate and just kind of, don't want it all in one spot like I just did. Kind of pollock it all around there. Don't be afraid to get artistic with this at this point. And you may leave it like this, but I make swirls in the pie, and it kind of gets in there. Kind of just let it dance around a little. It's not going to last long anyway, so you don't have to make it gorgeous. To finish this pie, I placed a pinwheel of mandarin oranges in the middle, and so it's practically a salad. And I've chilled for 30 minutes. I want to, oh goodness, okay. I want to thank Paula Dean. I want to thank you for opening and giving us so much of your time and your heart. Also to Equal for whatever it is you do. I think it's basically run the place. And for Kraft for sponsoring this and filling half my cabinets with your great products. Thank you. And I hope that every single one of you get to live and eat well. Hopefully every single day of your life. Bye. Oh my goodness. Yum. Goodbye.